We're back with a new impeachment threat against HHS Secretary Robert F. Kennedy Jr. Democratic Congresswoman Haley Stevens introducing articles of impeachment against him yesterday, calling his cuts to research funding and anti-vaccine campaign, quote, dangerous. The measure is all but certain to fail in the Republican-controlled Congress, but comes at a precipitous moment for Kennedy. Health care is front of Americans' minds right now as Congress races to avoid a health care cliff, with insurance premiums set to skyrocket when Obamacare subsidies expire at the end of the year. Congresswoman Haley Stevens of Michigan is joining us now. Congresswoman, thank you so much for being here. This effort to impeach Secretary Kennedy is almost certain to fail with Republican control of the House and the Senate. So what is your goal with this move?
Well, I'm sounding the alarm because this is very much a serious moment, Anna. People in Michigan are concerned because their healthcare costs are going up, as you said, but also cancer trials for clinical research are being stopped. Families have approached me. Pediatric cancer researchers have approached me, and I've worked across the board to bring us to this moment because this man needs to be called out and removed.
Impeachment, though, is supposed to be for high crimes and misdemeanors. How do you see Kennedy's actions reaching that threshold?
Because he violated his oath of office, and even Mitch McConnell didn't vote to confirm him. He has spouted conspiracy theories. He has lied, and enough's enough. Look, I have written legislation to reinstate the funding that he cut. I called on him to resign, and now we are at a place where public health of the people I represent in Michigan and the people of this country is on the line. And we can't have a quack in charge of our HHS.
Yours is not the only impeachment effort we've seen this week. Yesterday, the House tabled a Democratic resolution to impeach President Trump. Earlier this week, Michigan Representative Sheree Thonadar introduced articles of impeachment against Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth as well. But your Democratic colleague Jared Huffman called these efforts deeply distracting and unproductive. Don Beyer called them purely performative. Congresswoman, how do you respond to the criticism that these efforts distract from the work you could actually get done?
Well, I'm thrilled to have 10 Nobel laureates endorsing my articles of impeachment of RFK. And I am far from a performative actor in the House of Representatives, just recently being recognized by the Center for Effective Lawmaking as the most effective Democrat in the chamber for technology policy and the most effective Democrat for Michigan writ large in the chamber. I get things done, but my job is also accountability. I'm the one having these conversations with families who are devastated because these clinical trials are on the line. I am hearing from women and frankly, their children who are insulted because of false claims being made about Tylenol. And so we've got to put public health first, and that's why I've taken this step. And again, I'm thrilled to have the 10 Nobel laureates endorsing my articles of impeachment.
Sticking with public health matters, time is running out to extend those Obamacare premium subsidies before they expire. Without the extension, of course, premiums are set to spike for tens of millions of Americans. Are any bipartisan negotiations happening right now on the Hill?
I wish that we would act. Over and over, I hear from people in Michigan about rising costs. Those grocery bills are going on credit cards. People are being pushed to a brink, and now it's coming down on their health care. The open enrollment period is coming to an end, and we need to come together to get these tax subsidies back to keep health care costs low. I do hear that there are some
bipartisan negotiations happening?
Yeah. That's what I was just saying, that there are some Republicans who are eager to come to the table, and it's up to the Speaker of the House to move the legislation forward. I'm prepared to act. I'm prepared to do what's right for Michiganders on their public health and with rising costs of health care.
Speaker Johnson said he would introduce his own health plan by today and bring it to a vote next week. Have you seen that plan yet, and are you open to compromise?
Well, I think we've all been waiting for the Republican plan on health care in this country for a long time. Certainly this president said he had a plan, and we've never seen that. The first step that they took in this Congress was to raise people's costs, if it was at the grocery store or in their pocketbook with health care. And now people are going to lose their health care. We've got a measles outbreak in this country. We've got children dying of diseases that we thought we eradicated. We've got a quack in charge of the Health and Human Services Administration. And I am sounding the alarm bell, and I am pushing for accountability.
Congresswoman Haley Stevens, thank you for being with us. We appreciate your time.